You look good, Parker. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Chance to catch your breath.
I'm good. Ready to go. Yeah.
All right, this is the number 3 seed, Jesse Mendez of Ohio State, a 2-1 victory in overtime over Penn State's Bo Bartlett, and he will advance to tomorrow's national championship match against top-seeded Brock Hardy in the 141-pound weight class. Jesse, floor is yours for an opening statement.
Yeah. I'm gonna give a shout out to Bo. I mean, it's been one of my favorite rivalries I've had in college, and he's helped me jump a lot of levels. Just knowing I'm gonna have to go to war with him every time. The Big Ten's nationals, dual meet. Having a competitor like that, it helps elevate me. I mean, it's a tough one. It's a war right there.
All right, questions. Again, microphones will come around the room. Please identify yourself the first time.
Kyle Klingman, Flow Wrestling. Describe that rivalry a little further, because you're probably going to face him, like you said, 3 times a year. When you're in it, how does that feel to know you got this guy that's going to be tough every time?
Yeah, I mean, when you wrestle a guy that many times, I don't even know what the score on the rivalry is at this point, like 3-3 or 4-4. But I mean, I know what he's going to do. He knows what I'm going to do. So it's kind of just trying to find an edge, and it's going to be a war every time. I mean, that's a battle of attrition, battle of technique. So I got to be really disciplined and focused in those matches against him.
Gary Abbott, USA Wrestling. Looked like we had a takedown maybe, and then it didn't happen, and you had to go into the overtime. How do you approach that? I mean, it doesn't always go your way, but it certainly was an attempt that looked like you had what you might have needed.
Yeah, I mean, immediately after that, you kind of got to expect that they're going to take the takedown away. There's no point of celebrating because my hand hasn't been raised yet. So immediately I walk to the corner and Jagger says they're not going to give it to you. And that's fine. I'll go get the next one. So it's, keeping that mentality that even if they don't give me this one, I'm going to go get the next one. If it goes to OT or ride out, I'm going to ride him and he's not going to ride me. And that's kind of just the mindset you have to have. You can't, go skipping out the arena just because he kind of had a takedown. No, it's got to be set in stone, your hand getting raised.
Further questions for Jesse?
Connor Petrus with Flow Wrestling. Jesse Mendez, you obviously won the NCAA title last year. It's tough to do it the first time. It's obviously a different thing to do it this time. What motivates you to get back?
Yeah, I mean, this is just a goal I set out when I was super young. Nobody really goes into high school saying I want to win one state title. I want to win multiple. So it's the same thing with college. And, I wanted to be a 4-timer. I wanted to win some Hodge trophies, but, I didn't do it my freshman year. And, I didn't have a lot of respect for being an All-American until I did it. I mean, this tournament is a meat grinder. I mean, there's guys that are really, really good wrestlers that don't place at this tournament. So to be able to make it to the finals again 2 years in a row it's a blessing. I'm super grateful.
Gary Abbott with USA Wrestling again. You talk about not wanting to do once and looking at things at the next level. And you've always had high goals in freestyle and at the world type level. How's that help as a person going through the college years that you've also have goals outside of just this season?
Yeah, it helps a lot. I mean, I want to be an Olympic champion. I want to be a world champion. I want to have more national titles than Jaggers. Hold it above his head for a little bit. But, yeah, I mean, I want to be the best in the world. And, NCAA titles is a good step towards that direction.
Connor Petrus again with Flow Wrestling. Jesse Mendez. How do you define Jesse Mendez as a wrestler?
I just say work ethic. I mean, my guys over at RWA, Alex Sertzes, they I think they're the ones that instilled this tough work ethic in me. My parents, and I'm gritty, I'm technical, and I'm not gonna give up no matter what. I mean, I had 6 seconds to get out and I did it. So there's no task too tall, and I just put my head down and I go do it, no matter what it is.
Any more questions for our student athlete?
Kyle Klingman, Flow Wrestling. Would you take us through that first tiebreaker? He kind of did an optional start, and then he tried to ride you out, and then you got the escape. What were you thinking in that moment? And then when you knew you had to get the right out, how you knew you had to process that?
Yeah, I mean, I would say our game plans were pretty similar, other than the optional starts. That's Penn State for you. They got some tricky tactics, but I had so many times going out of bounds that I got a little bit of a feel of the optional start and when I could close off. And I mean, it's the same thing. It's a hustle ride. When it's 30 seconds and that guy on bottom knows he has to get out in 30 seconds, it's who's tougher, basically, who wants it more. That's kind of how it is. You got to hustle.
Any final questions? All right, that's Jesse Mendez of Ohio State. A 2-1 overtime victory over Penn State's Bo Bartlett. The number 3 seed will take on the top seed, Brock Hardy of Nebraska, in tomorrow's 141-pound national championship bout. Congratulations, Jesse.
Aggie, go Bucks.
Appreciate it. Thank you. I appreciate that.